In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get the spicy Coaltana recipe in Grounded and the best loadout in order to do so. This used to be a lot easier, but the devs decided to make it a whole lockdown event now, so you're actually going to need to prepare for this one. It's going to be pretty difficult. This build is particularly for people who play on WoW difficulty, as it is a lot harder when you're playing on WoW. If you like these build videos, make sure you leave a like on the video and comment down below any suggestions for future ideas of builds I should do in the game. Let's take a look at the loadout. The first thing I recommend as your accessory is the insulating lava spike, as this gives you extra sizzle protection. It's a no-brainer. If you want to get the insulating lava spike, you're going to need to kill as many ladybird larvae as possible, and eventually you'll get lucky and one of them will drop you the insulating lava spike. Another thing I recommend as your meal is the quesadilla antlion, as this will also give you even more sizzle protection. You'll notice a theme here pretty quickly. Full set of antlion armor that is bulky, because the sleek effect is just thirst rate. It doesn't seem too useful for this, so just get as much defense as possible. This also all gives you even more sizzle protection. This is because the lockdown is on top of some charcoal. It's very hot. You need as much sizzle protection as possible. Next, for weapons, you're going to be fighting off ladybird larvas. So I've gone with a fresh Club of the Mother Demon, a mint staff, and also a Black Ox crossbow with some fresh arrows. All of these are max leveled. You don't need them max leveled, but, you know, it just makes it a little bit easier for me. Food items to use during the fight, we've got 50 mint shards. This will cool you down during the fight and stop you from over-sizzling. For healing items, I've got some fiber bandages and some beefy green machines. I would recommend beefy slop, however, but it's currently bugged in creative, so I'm just using beefy green machine instead. In terms of mutations, I recommend you use Parry Master, of course, to must have at all times. Another mutation you're going to need is Cardio Fan for that stamina recovery as quick as possible. Fresh defense, even more sizzle protection. You need this just to make sure you don't overheat during the fight. Spicy safety, especially if you're on WoW, to make sure you take less damage to the ladybird larva. And finally, Apex Predator, as this mutation will increase the damage the Club of the Mother Demon does and make it much, much stronger. Now that we have everything you need to come to this area of the map right here. As you can see, whereby the charcoal spill, there's a big bag of charcoal here. You want to come to the top right corner of it. Then we're going to go inside. A little hole in the bottom, you just go through it, and you'll see the Coaltana is right there. Be careful if you're not ready for this. The closer you get, the more sizzle you'll take. I've changed all the settings now, so that we are on WoW difficulty. Damage is on, and also, so is stamina drain, as a lot of people complained that I forgot to turn that on in the last video. So, this is going to be an actual difficult fight for me. I've got everything equipped. We're going to eat the quesadilla antlion so that I don't sizzle, and then let's get into the fight. This is probably going to be pretty difficult because I'm on WoW difficulty, the hardest difficulty in the entire game. So all you need to do is try and pull the sword from the stone, kind of a reference to the sword in the stone. I don't know, the movie or whatever. All you're going to need to do is protect this sword from as many ladybird larvae as possible. You'll hear them, every time they spawn in, you'll hear a noise of a ladybird larva, so you know exactly where it is. And then you just need to go over and kill it. Oh, I heard one. Where is he? Oh, there he is. This is a pretty easy defense. I'm on WoW difficulty. Obviously, I haven't been hit yet. Every time you get hit, you're going to take a lot of damage. But as the defense goes on, you're going to notice a lot more ladybird larvae are going to start to spawn in, and it's going to start to get more and more difficult as you continue. Also, your sizzle bar is going to go up the longer the fight goes on as well, which is something that's very important to know, because if you start sizzling, it's going to become very difficult. The way we're going to counter the sizzling is when I can buy myself a few seconds. Wait for it. Let's get this guy out of here first. Okay, now that we've got a few seconds, we're going to eat a mint shard. Look at that. My sizzling just went all the way back down. Don't even need to worry about dying of sizzling now. Okay, now we just get this guy. Honestly, you don't even need to run all of the sizzling accessories. You could get away without using the... Oh, I messed up. You could get away without using the without using the charm and maybe run like a different charm to help you out. You'll notice I'm taking a decent amount of damage. You can just heal it off with smoothies. It makes this much easier. I don't even have to worry about dying of sizzle because of the mints that we've talked about already. This honestly isn't that too bad. Obviously, it's a lot easier for me, right? I can say it's not too bad. I'm using the best possible armor, the best possible gear, which makes it a lot easier. But, yeah, you got to be careful as well, because when you get hit by the ladybird lava, they can also make you take even more sizzling. But as long as you keep an eye on your sizzling, and you make sure you keep it low using the, where's this guy going? And you keep it low using the mint shards, you'll never have to worry. Look, one more mint shard, boom. I didn't even need to eat that, honestly. You could probably do this. You'd only have to eat like 2 or 3 mint shards the entire fight. You do not need that many mint shards at all. I brought 50 because I thought I might need quite a few. But clearly, you only need about 5 or 10. Depending on what accessories you're running and what you feel like using. But this really wasn't that bad. I thought this was going to be a lot more difficult. We're on WoW difficulty, for God's sake. You know what I mean? This is the hardest difficulty in the game. I've been playing a survival world on WoW recently, and I've been really, really struggling. Oh, and just like that, Secret of the Flaming Sword obtained. Now, if I go to my data tab, I should have... oh, I guess it doesn't show up as a recipe now in here. Maybe it doesn't. Okay, well, if I go to my crafting... If you go to your crafting menu, you now have the spicy Coaltana recipe, right? Obviously, I already had it because I have all the recipes turned on. But look how easy that was. I didn't even need to do much. I popped a couple of smoothies, you know, popped a couple of mints, and we were completely fine. That is how you get the Coaltana recipe in Grounded. One of the best spicy weapons. I definitely recommend you do this. Especially if you're trying to 100% the game, you know, you got to unlock everything. Also notice how during the fight, I recommended the mint staff and Black Ox crossbow, and then didn't even use them. You don't even need them. Screw that. We'll just go with the Club of the Mother Demon. You don't need that. You'd be fine without it, honestly. My armor didn't take too much damage there. My club's still in good tact. We came out of that fight pretty much unscathed. It wasn't even a challenge.